Hello world, I'm Colleen and welcome to my glamorous life. So today I took a suggestion from a friend of mine on Facebook who said do something short, maybe how to draw eyebrows. So today I'm going to show you how I take my lack of eyebrows and turn it into this. So sit back and let's get into it. I'm going to focus in so you can really see, and then this is after. So enjoy. Okay, so here up close are my eyebrows in all their non-existent glory. You can see over here I've kind of lost a little bit of a tail. They're pretty thin and light. Like I said, modeling in the 90s, we all had pencil thin eyebrows, so we shortened them. So what I'm going to do, and this is just my routine, if you have a routine that works for you, or if you want to try this, that's fine. I use the, let's see if, hold on, haha, Precisely My Brow pencil by Benefit. And this is in the color 2.75, which is warm auburn, because my hair, although it's kind of dark now, is auburn. There's a lot of red in there. And I always think if I use brown, it looks horrible. So first thing I usually do is I come in underneath where my natural brows are at the fullest right here. And I kind of draw that under arch. When I get to about here, if you notice, I'm right at the edge of where if I lay the pencil down to the corner of my nose, it kind of runs across my eyeball there, right there. That's where I want that arch to be. So I'm going to kind of drag my tail back this way a little bit. But I don't want it to go out any further than if I lay the pencil along the side of my nose here. Okay, so there's the basic shape of my eyebrow. So if I'm looking at you, I've got the pencil on the side of my nose, straight up to that arch point, on the side of my nose, straight out to the edge of my eye. So I don't want my eyebrow any bigger than that. I don't want this arch too far over. And that's the underside of my eye. Now this is where it gets interesting because I need to thicken it up. So I'm going to go on the top here. And when I get to that arch point, I'm going to start angling it down toward the tail. So you see that arch is still right there. And then I'm going to take and kind of fill in where I don't have a lot, with a combination of kind of long strokes to get the actual shape and short strokes to actually look more hair-like. If you notice, the tip of this is really narrow, which is really nice for that. Now I've tried like those blade shaped brow things. They didn't work really well for me. I don't know, maybe I need more practice. So then I kind of slowly work my way back toward the front of the brow. Now when you get toward the middle here, you want to kind of not further in than the corner of your eye. So I get to here and I'm going to start taking a few strokes up, because that's the direction my eyebrows grow, is up right there, and then angling it back to kind of fill in that gap. Now there's the basic shape of my eyebrow. Okay, right there. Now the next thing I do is I go in with the number 3 of that same pencil, the Precisely My Brow, which is a warm, soft brown, warm brown. And I kind of deepen up from about 3/4 of it through that arch down to the end. Because if you look at your eyebrows, they're usually a little sparser in the middle, a little lighter. They get a little deeper out here on people who have real eyebrows. I don't have real eyebrows. So I just use this to kind of help define, and nobody's hair is all one color unless you've dyed it that way. So this kind of blends it in, gives me that, you know, real hair, real color look. And then to kind of pick up any baby hairs that I have along here, I use the Gimme Brow. This is my itty bitty baby version, Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is also in the dark warm auburn. It's the 3.5 for that particular line. And I take the tiny little, I don't know if you can see that there, where is it? it is. It's like a little mascara wand. And I take and I run that through all the little hairs. There's not a lot of hair out here, but there's a little bit. And I try and run it through that. And I run it backwards to give my brows the illusion of being fuller. And this is a brow gel, so it's going to help the root of those brows stand up just a little bit. Okay. And once I've got it all run through, you can see they're kind of looking a little wild right now, but that's okay, because on the back side of the Precisely Brow is a spoolie, which is great. So now that it's all run this way, I'm going to give it a minute, 30 seconds, whatever, just to kind of set a little bit. And then I'm going to brush up and out. And if you see, it now looks like I have an eyebrow on one side and no eyebrow on the other side. So I've taken what's already here and just added to it without necessarily drawing it on. I am drawing it on, but I'm drawing it on so it looks as natural as possible. And as I get older, the colors are going to change. As my hair starts fading and I start getting a few more of these little white hairs that I've got coming in off the side, I'm going to change that to more of the softer brown and then into a taupe, and eventually get to where, you know, I may have white eyebrows. So base it on your hair color. I like to go a little bit warmer. My hair, as you can see, is kind of dark, so I go a little bit warmer, but it goes with my face tone and goes with my coloring. If you have blonde hair, you can go with a blonde or a taupe. If you have dark brown hair, I would suggest a dark brown. I don't usually suggest black unless you truly have black hair. So I'm going to do the other eyebrow off camera and throw a little more makeup on, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I hope that gave you a little bit of an idea of what you can do for yourself. Like I said, you can change up the tone to go with your hair color. I have the dark auburn, I do auburn. If you have blonde, do brunette. Whatever works for you, whatever you're happy with, that's the most important thing. So that's it for today, and we'll have more coming up, maybe some kitchen tips next time. But I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you next Friday. Don't forget to subscribe below and click the bell to let you know when I've posted. And while you're at it, in the comments, would you do me a favor and tell me what part you want me to work on next? What's the next tip you want? We did eyebrows this time. Do you want eyes? Do you want lips? Do you want contour? Do you want foundation? Tell me what you want to see, and we'll make it happen next week. Bye. Ta-ta.